Hello, my family. It is Tuesday, and I went and double checked my Azure standard order, and I needed to get this out to all of you, especially for those who are millers like we are. If you mill your own wheat berries, that is. So I had told you that here lately we've been ordering from Azure. Now I have noticed that the prices are starting to go up in many things. And I had my order set actually, and it was scheduled to be set for tomorrow in the evening. On that list I had einkorn wheat berries, and I was still watching Kamut, which reminds me, by the way, I need to hang on a second. Okay, I'm gonna first say this. I do not know who you are. I do not know who did this, but I want to thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I seriously want to thank you. And when I finish my statement, you will absolutely know why this touched me in a great way when I went and picked this up in my P.O. box today. Y'all, oh my gosh, I don't know who you are, but may God bless you from the bottom of my heart. May He bless you over and abundantly in ways you have never seen before. And basically, here's why. So Azure is a big shopping place for many of us homesteaders. It's where we can buy in bulk, and it is where we can set up our homestead where we can be comfortable. And I was highly disturbed when I saw the Kamut that I've been watching is being discontinued at Azure. Y'all, that troubled me. Now, when I looked at other areas for how much Kamut is, based to Azure, we're looking at anywhere from over half price higher to over half. It is really super expensive. And then to find out that I had already set up einkorn for 25-pound bag to set us up, and that was taken away from me. So I went to the 5-pound bags, and as of this morning, I was told no longer in stock. So now, not only could I not get Kamut, I couldn't get einkorn. So whoever sent this to me, God bless you, because you just helped me and my husband in such a way you have no idea. So, folks, the purpose for me to get on here and talk to you about this is I've been hearing, and I'm not one to jump on the bandwagon about a lot of things. I'm really not. I try to weigh out the options. I try to look. I try to be sensible in a lot of areas, and I tend to want to just be quiet and watch. Well, I have been quiet, and I am watching, and I can't help but wondering if what I heard isn't real. It's through the grapevines, it's been told that there is a grain shortage. Y'all, with me losing, now the fact that Azure is discontinuing Kamut, which is in one of the ancient grains that a lot of us millers use. We use ancient grains. Einkorn is another one, which I really wanted the einkorn because out of all the wheat berries, einkorn is an ancient grain that is the most digestible, easy to digest grain there is. And now we're cut off. I did find a way that I can, through Amazon, which is not the best, but I found a way that I could get a 25-pound bag. Now, my einkorn on Azure was like $58 and something cents. But when you order it on Amazon, and that's only if you're a Prime member, tax and all, I'm looking at $121 for a bag. It was not worth it to me. So I'm going to do without einkorn. I've noticed that the last time I went and bought chicken and turkey feed, the scratch feed, all of our feed has gone up by $1 or $2. All of these are grains. I don't know about store-bought flours just yet. I am watching very carefully with the rest of our milling grains on prices on things, y'all. So You can let me know in your area how things are going, but I thought I'd give you a heads up for those of you who shop Azure, just like we do. Start watching very carefully, because I was waiting. I had my order set for a month, and just before it gets locked in, I start losing part of my products. So that was disheartening to me. So, and that's why I said, whoever did this with this commute, they couldn't have come at a greater blessing to me and my husband, more than you will ever imagine, especially when my heart dropped to know that Azure is discontinuing this. So, and I don't know for what reason. I really don't. Is there really a thing that maybe grains are starting to be a shortage? If that's the case, y'all, think of the broad perspective this is going to create. Not just in those of us who mill our own flours, but you got to look at our feed for our animals, our grains for them. You got to look for your cereals, your breads, your flours, your frozen foods that consist of having flour products, your pastries. I mean, this is huge. And so there's going to be a rise or minimal. I mean, it is what it is. So we're going to have to do what we have to do. Now, am I going to fret because I can't get einkorn? As disheartening as it may be, no. As long as I can keep basics. And honestly, in milling, the basic whole berries that you can have are hard white wheat, hard red wheat, soft white wheat. These are your bread flours, your whole wheat flour, and your all-purpose flour in the flour world. So as long as I can keep these, I can make bread. I don't need the ancient grains so much, although the ancient grains are good. Now, the one thing about kamut that I was really wanting to keep, and why I was so eagerly looking for it, and why this is such a blessing, is because next to durum wheat, which is your pasta mix, I can easily buy durum wheat and mill it and make my own pasta. However, to my type 2 diabetic or any diabetic, once durum wheat is cooked, it's no issue making the pasta, but once you cook that pasta, it becomes an issue in spiking a diabetic's blood sugar. Kamut does not do that, and I can easily make pasta out of kamut or einkorn. So those were the reasons why I wanted those grains. Besides einkorn being the most easiest digestible grain, I was looking forward to that. So, but is it absolutely mandatory? Does it stop me doing what I'm doing and I'm going to go run to the grocery store and start buying flour again? No, I will not. I will hang tight, y'all. I will do what I can. I will try to save what I can save to be able to get the grains that we need, because I refuse to go back to the grocery store flours. I won't do it. I will find means and other ways to be able to provide for our homestead. And honestly, me and my husband are reevaluating our homestead as of right now, based by the skyrocketing of things already we're starting to see rise. So we are probably going to downsize. And that's okay with me. I'm perfectly fine with that. We upped our vegetables, and we may downsize our meat and egg sources. So, I mean, we have to do what we have to do to survive. Hence the reason we are a homestead. We are a self-sufficient homestead for times like this. But besides that, I just wanted all of my millers to know, if you are ordering from Azure like we do, no, kamut is being discontinued. I thought I was seeing things. As a matter of fact, I'm going to double check right now. While I'm on camera with you, I'm going to look it up and make sure that what I saw is the truth. So let me go to, hang on. I'm going to go to my search engine and we're going to look this up. Okay. I almost get to the point I don't like coming here, because when I do, it means something else I'm afraid is going to get taken away. I mean, it is what it is, but I really don't like it. Okay, I'm going to the grains, and I'm going to go all the way down this list, down to the list that I've been out of stock. They do have that at the very end of all the list of the grains. I'm in the grain section, so if you go at the very bottom of it, it will give you the list of out of stock items. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me see here if they got nope, no, that didn't work. Never mind. I was trying to see if they had a area where they had out of stock items, and I thought I saw it, but evidently not. Okay. And our internet has been acting screwy too. And I've noticed we have had 4G on our phone, and then all of a sudden we've got 5G anymore. So yeah, that, I don't understand that part, but it is what it is. They're out here putting up new lines on our property, or across there, or all of us right now, on, I guess, a new internet coming in. I have no idea. Okay, so here is the out of stock items. They have 27, which is scary, y'all. This is in the grains. Now, they had a 25-pound bag of torn and taped. Some slight product was lost in hard red wheat. It's out of stock. Einkorn grains, all from the 33-ounce bag all the way to the 25-pound bag, y'all. It is all out of stock. That's what's disturbing to me, because Kamut started out the same way. So I'm letting you know, every bit of einkorn is now out of stock, like Kamut went 2 months ago. The next one out of stock is Kamut. Now, when I clicked on Kamut, now I told you I had ordered a couple 5-pound bags because they had some. Now there is nothing. From the 33, from the 33-ounce bags, they still show that can still be purchased. However, all the 33-ounce bags are out of stock, and this is when I was disturbed. 5-pound bag, 4 33-ounce bags, and the 25-pound bags of Kamut all say discontinued. The only one that is available was the 33-ounce bag, but it is out of stock. I look for that one, like the rest, to become probably discontinued as well. So it's still the same, y'all. It did not change. The torn bag and slight product lost of the Oat Groats Organic 50-pound bag is out of stock. Same with the Rye Grain Organic. The slightly torn bags are out of stock. Amaranth Organic. Amaranth is out of stock, y'all. I'm going to see how many of them, if it's all. Okay, the bargain bin. Let me see if it's all of it out of stock. No, it looks like the 5-pound bag Amaranth is in stock. The 5-pound bargain bin is out of stock. And the 25-pound bag is in stock. So you could still order Amaranth. I decided to go through this with you all because I thought it was highly important. Quinoa Flakes Organic is stating that it is out of stock for the 50-pound bag. The Heirloom Soft White Wheat Organic 25-pound bag is out of stock. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's just for that one. So you cannot get that bag, y'all. The basmati rice white imported organic is out of stock. And it looks like the 5-pound bag all the way to the 25-pound bag is out of stock. Y'all, this is a lot of grain. Teff grain brown 25-pound bag is out of stock. Your buckwheat broken grits organic, the 5-pound bag is out of stock. And I think, let me see, 25-pound bag is in stock. So it looks like the 5-pound bag is out of stock. White popcorn organic. Y'all. 5-pound bag is out of stock. 40-pound bag is in stock. And the 25-pound bag is out of stock. Y'all. Black barley organic 25-pound bag out of stock. Medium cracked 9-grain mix organic 25-pound bag out of stock. Barley pearl, which is like your couscous, 2-pound bag out of stock. Let me see the 25-pound bag is in stock. And that 2-pound was bargain bin. It's out of stock. Long grain brown rice, your brown rice. 25-pound bag, y'all, out of stock. Wow, y'all. The brown basmati rice, out of stock. 2-pound, out of stock. 25-pound, all of them are out of stock. Yeah, I guess it's good that I do this. The heirloom basmati white rice, out of stock. 2-pound. Hang on a second. 25-pound, all of them are out of stock. You have your whole wheat soft white, no spray, non-GMO, 50-pound bag, out of stock. You have your heirloom basmati rice brown, 25-pound bag, out of stock. And this list goes on and on, y'all. I'm like barley couscous, 3 sizes, out of stock. Your long grain brown rice, gluten-free. The 6x6 2-pound bags are out of stock and soon to be discontinued. That is not cool, y'all. So there's another grain fixing to be discontinued. Yes, we have the Sunshine Hulless barley, out of stock. Wild rice fully cooked. Pouches are out of stock. So hang on just a moment, y'all. All right, y'all, so I had to do something. So anyways, I thought I would give you the heads up. That is a lot, or a huge list of grains becoming out of stock. Y'all, this is affecting our rice, and I told you, grains is a huge broad span. So it kind of makes you want to think. I went through this list not to be, how do I explain? I went through this list to be helpful because I know quite a few folks, and I'm learning some even on a personal level, who do Azure orders just like we do. We recently started doing Azure, and if I would have known then what I know now, I would have done this a long time ago. But unfortunately, I'm new, and now that I'm new, and as things are changing, we're actually losing out on great deals where many had before, and I'm just a little late to the game. But I wanted to be able to share with my family what's going on here. So if you are on the lookout for some of these grains, y'all, We're going to have to find other resources. And I will tell you what I am finding. The prices from Azure are so much more affordable. Anywhere else I'm going, they are not. So I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm probably going to stick to the basics, y'all. As much as I would love to have the ancient grains, which are so much more vitamins, nutrients, at this point, it's not worth the headache or the price to seek out. Now, Komoot is a different story. That one, just like the blessing that came to us, that one is vitally important to this homestead because my husband can eat pasta with that. That would be the only grain that I would probably have to venture into trying to do what I can to get that grain. But everything else, I'm just going to do what I have to do. Now, I do, hopefully, if nothing else changes, my lock-in will hold my spelt and my emmer. But will we be able to get it before long too? I don't know. As long as I can get my basic grains, I'm going to be happy because I bred even just like my tomatoes yesterday. We had fried green tomatoes and I used freshly milled. It did not spike my husband's sugar. We had the Marry Me chicken. We had a side salad with homemade ranch dressing, and we had, I kid you not, we had the dilly fried green tomatoes. 2 hours after our meal, my husband's blood sugar was 117. It is in the range that we are happy with. So, do to me, this homestead, I don't care if it's just basic, as long as we keep our grains. If we lose our grains on this homestead, we are done. So we are reevaluating our stocks right now. We are probably going to downsize due to this, and I'm going to keep watching. I'm not going to make any assumptions right now, but I am going to watch. And usually when I start watching, y'all, it means something. So if you are an Azure Standard member like the rest of us, please start looking into the out-of-stock items because there's becoming an awful lot lately, especially in the grains. And when you see discontinued, that's really disturbing. I wonder what it's going to be like for our poultry at this moment. Like I said, our poultry has gone up $1 to $1.50 a bag. And I about flipped. So, I mean, all I can say is here we go again, because we did rise up and then it back down, and now here we're starting this all over again. There's no explanation, y'all. There's no explanation. I don't know it. Maybe you do. You can inform me if you want to. I don't know. All I know is we are in the here and now, and we have to prepare the best way we can, do what we have to do, and be content and try to figure something out. So I do want to be able to do another project with y'all, so I'm going to get this set up, and we are going to be doing some beeswax covered wraps. Like I told you the other day, I decided that I am not buying plastic wrap anymore. I'm going to just save my money on that and just do this with the beeswax wraps. It's safer. I can keep this forever. I don't have to go out and buy them, and so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. It's actually cheaper to make your own too. So I'm going to set us up and get us ready for that. Okay, y'all, so right now we are working on a different type of project. I am going to be doing beeswax wraps tomorrow and show you how we're going to do that. Right now, I want to show you of one, since we've got all of the garden planted now, and I don't have but just a handful, very few plants still indoors, I have room for my microgreens and my sprouting seeds. Now, I'm going to show you my sprouting set here. These I got from Azure. They're the organic sprouting seed mix. This one here has alfalfa, clover, radish, and broccoli, all organic. I have a total of actually 4 pounds because I absolutely love sprouting seeds, but these can also be used for microgreens. Now, I have just a very simple seed sprouter, 4 trays. what I end up doing is I took a good handful or so. You can add as much as you want. I managed to fill all 4 of these because, like I said, I absolutely love these. They're great for your sandwiches. They're great for your salads. Real simple to do. I took a bowl, added my seeds, and just brought the water just enough to where they were soaking. I let them sit for about 3 to 4 hours. They pretty much absorbed almost all of the water, so it was time for me to start putting them in here. So I start out with my bottom tray, as you can see here. This is where it catches all my water at. So I put this on here, and then for each tray, this one has ridges. Now I got these or this was gifted to me, but you can get these at Amazon. And I'm actually going to check into the seed sprouters that are somewhat like this, but they are different. The microgreen trays. I'm going to be looking into them. So I just spread my seeds on here in each tray, like so. Like this one, that one there. I'm going to take some of these out of my other ones. And just like this, I'm going to go ahead and pull. Some of these I got a little bit too much. Now I just started putting these together, so I'm just going to come through here, take some of these and put it in this one, and just spread it like you see here, just spreading it evenly as much as possible, just like so. And then once I did that, I just stack them up. Now this generally is the cap, and it goes on top like this. But when you're sprouting your seeds, you turn this around, because now it becomes your water reservoir for your top. And you will just, and I can show you this, it'll go to the bottom, but you just pour your water on the top, because there's holes all the way around the edge of this. So in about a week to a week and a half, it depends, I'm going to get this entire thing full of sprouts. And what I end up doing is, when they get big enough and they start pretty much adhesing together, I will rinse them just to keep them from getting sour and all that. So and I will go through this step with you. I will be keeping you up to date on what these look like and show you what sprouting seeds. A lot of times you will see sprouting seeds in jars, quart jar, half-gallon jars, which those are okay. I actually prefer this because it's easier to maintain. To me, it's just a lot easier to get to at the same time. So, and I could pretty much go through one tray all by myself. Did I add too many? Possibly, but maybe we'll see what happens. I may end up just trying to find something else and let them grow. I also have something else I'm going to show you. I have never done the microgreens before, and this is why I'm going to look into a system. I have one that was gifted to me, and we're going to try and see how this works. Okay, y'all. So this one here has these kind of fiber mats, and it's got a wickering system, as underneath this is a support that rises up, and the mat sit down in each corner inside the water at a specific amount that it required inside of this box. I put my seeds in here. I spread them out evenly, and then for 3 days I am going to cover them with this black covering. After 3 days, this is coming up, and these need to go into the light. We are going to watch this system, as I've never done microgreens before. There could be issues with this, but we're going to find out and see, because I've never worked with this before at all. Microgreens and sprouts are packed with nutrients and vitamins, and I have actually missed these. That's why I was really grateful when I found out that Azure had sprouting seed mix. So, and I've learned of another place I'm going to check into. So we are going to get into microgreens and sproutings. These are the kind of greens I can have in this house always, and they're amazing. So I'm going to set you up and talk for just a brief moment here. Okay, y'all, so I needed to spend some family time, so I will be doing the beeswax wraps tomorrow. I hope that the information I gave you with Azure if you happen to find a place that's more reasonable with selling grains, if you're a miller like me, please let me know in the comments below, because I am looking for one. So far, I have tried some places that Grits and Grain had mentioned. One was 4 Generations. I did find out about Country Life. There's a couple others. Some of them, though, didn't have any ancient grains whatsoever. The only thing they have is our basics. However, as long as Azure has basics, they're a whole lot cheaper. I'm going to actually go to them. Unless something else comes up, that's where I'm going to be staying at. So, if you have any other better places, please let me know. Again, thank you to the person who sent me the Komoot. I don't know who you are, but may God bless you. Also, I learned this evening, embarrassingly, I don't know who sent me the cocoa core blocks either, but thank you very, very much. I thought it was a family member. I thought it was my brother, actually, because it came with his seeds at the time, and learned that it wasn't him. So whoever did that one as well, God love you, because I am actually probably going to be using these in my microgreen. So you came at a perfect point for me. I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your prayers. You're amazing, and I really appreciate them. You know, most people would probably cash that off, but to me that's powerful. And it helps me. It's helped putting peace in my heart and somewhat relaxing. I have a lot that I'm going through right now. It's a roller coaster, and it's natural. I'm going through a major change in my life at this moment, so, and it's understandable. I want to thank you for my family and for all of my friends. You all are amazing. So until next time, and actually until tomorrow, I will go ahead and make some beeswax wraps, because I absolutely want those wraps. I'm done with saran wrap. So until tomorrow, I love each and every one of you, and we will see you again from Parton's Heritage Homestead. Mwah. Thank you.